When we first got the place in 1995, it was in terrible shape, and I blame that on the 2 generations of landowners before me, which makes me the 3rd generation landowner. And so I decided that I needed to do something about it because it was in too bad a shape to support 1 cow.
That's pretty much indicative of this country. You're overgrown with cedar trees, you're overgrown with mesquite trees, all based on past use or misuse of habitat. And Russ's concept of this was to take it back to pre-settlement times. So that instituted a lot of brush control practices mainly, and then consequently after that to go back in with native prairie restoration.
When we first took over the ranch, I was definitely a city girl, knew nothing about anything. And so I'm kind of obsessive in that sense that I can't stand not knowing. So I did a lot of research, attended a lot of seminars, joined a lot of organizations, talked to many, many people. We had, of course, Parks and Wildlife out early.
We've done various practices. Basically, when we first started the equip, Russ was doing brush control and we're doing range planting. That's when we ran into the infamous seed mix that Marcia put together with the 27 species. They brought that in. She's had the percentages, the amounts. I had to do the research on some of the species just to see the seeding rates and what they were. That was really impressive. I've never seen that before. Since then, we've gone above, especially in CSP. They've done a lot of work in the riparian areas, hinge cutting for quail. They've gone in and they deferred certain areas of the ranch for fawn and quail habitats.
On our restoration process, we, of course, dozed. We grubbed with a skid steer. We plowed. We used a scraper and leveled, got rid of the bomb craters left from the dozing. In general, cleaned things up, made it pretty, and we then seeded. We prepared the seed bed and seeded. Constantly, every year, we go through and we grub regrowth cedars and mesquite, or Roosevelt bush, or whatever it is. And the results speak for themselves. We now have cows in here 3 months out of the year.
It's been very impressive to see the progress on this place.
We've started with brush management as the jumping off point, and now we've moved into invasive species, whether it be Johnson grass or KR bluestem, and how to mitigate those through native prairie restoration. And so we've come a long ways. We still got some ways to go, but yeah, absolutely, we're definitely proud of them for that.
On behalf of the Brazos Valley Soil and Water Conservation District, we are very happy that they have received this award.
I work with the Brazos Valley Soil and Water Conservation District. They're a real active district. They've got a lot of good producers in the 2-county district, and the Millers would be a shining example of that. And also, they've got a real good district conservationist that works with NRCS and an outstanding district employee in Don Nolan. So it's a real good situation here.
I don't know that I've earned it, but we've certainly worked hard, and the intention wasn't to win anything. It was to leave the land in better condition than what we found it.